What's up, y'all? State Almighty, aka the Global Darkskin Ambassador, with another Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4 theory. And I believe that the Tejadas have way too many enemies, way too much beef, way too much smoke to survive Season 4 unscathed. Now let's run through it, right? So, the number one obvious op the Tejadas have going into Season 4 is Tariq and Tariq's organization. So they're gonna have to play chess with Tariq, who already said he was tired of being on defense and wants to get on offense last season. So he's the obvious one. Then you got the Russians, who Drew started a war with for absolutely no reason. Now they flushed out the Russians, but this was the first time we seen the Russians be so soft and get flushed out so easily by this criminal organization that's nowhere near the organization that Ghost and Tommy had back in OG Power, right? So there's a chance that they were some little homies and the big homie Russians are gonna have something to say in Season 4. Then you got, I forgot the name because he came and went so fast, but with dude from Minister Society, how Monet set him up, got his head cut off, there's always a chance that his team is gonna come back and they're gonna do something. Then you have the Guaps, who Drew and Kane had a hand in completely flushing, and then Monet is the last person to rock somebody's snot box from there, right? And they also know, someone's going to know that Lorenzo set up that hit. They're like, out of the Russians, that other organization with dude who got his head cut off, and out of the Guaps, and the Castillos, by the way, who I was about to forget. Out of all of those families and organizations, someone's gonna come back for their get back. There's gonna be bullets flying, people gonna get beat up, houses is gonna get shot up. There's gonna be a whole lot of action going into Season 4. And then on top of that, because I already named 3-4 different enemies that the Tejadas are gonna have, right? On top of that, you got Noma, who's gonna want her money on time, or people's hands is gonna get cut off. The Tejadas have way too much beef, way too much static for Monet, Diana, Drew, and Kane to just make it unscathed. They went a whole season without any of them getting shot except for Monet. So you know Monet's not gonna get shot in Season 4. And then another thing is, no one gets shot more than once and survives in the Power universe. And you gotta understand, Drew took it upon himself to start a war with the Russians, right? That his family almost got completely destroyed over. So if the Russians come back and they kill Drew, and the writers wrote that in, that's all on him. He earned that. He earned that. Now, he ain't necessarily earned the situation where dude got his head cut off, but that's a whole nother beef. But he did play a hand in the Guaps getting finished, just like Kane, right? People are gonna come for Drew. Drew got too much smoke. Drew played a part in the Castillos being finished off. No one knows if Evelyn sent the word back to the rest of their family. Evelyn, Uncle Frank, and the 3 or 4 Castillo brothers, right? That's not everyone. That's not everyone. They're gonna have other family in the city that's going to come and do something, right? My prediction is, since Drew already got shot, Drew's gonna go to jail or he's gonna get shot and he's not coming back. He's not coming back. As a matter of fact, how I picture it is they're gonna be somewhere and it's gonna be like a drive-by or something like that, right? Or they may get set up and fall for a trap. And probably Drew and Kane are gonna get shot, but Drew's gonna die. Also, there's a very high chance that Tariq can kill any one of these people, you know? But how I see it is, Tariq and Braden may blame at all of them, and Drew still may go. I believe Kane is a favorite character within the show. He's gonna be around until the end or very close to the end. I feel like there's a lot more to build up between him and Tariq, right? But the Tejadas have so many enemies, it's not safe for them. Also, you got the police. The police are another one of the biggest ops that the Tejadas are going to have. There's no way, in my opinion, there's no way the writers can go another season without one of the Tejadas dying or going to jail without ruining the season. There has to be consequences for these characters' actions. We witnessed a whole season of Drew catching these emotional murders, doing 3 most, right? Doing the absolute most, right? He has not even got a bullet grazed across his skin for this. Mind you, he was a wild boy. He didn't even have to get shot in season 1 if he would have just stayed his behind on the ground. Drew is a crash dummy. Crash dummies don't last too long. They don't fare too well. They always meet very high consequences. You know, speaking as someone who used to be involved in the streets and also did jail and prison time, crash dummies always suffer a horrible loss before it's too late. And they have way too much beef. And I think by the end of season 4, Drew's gonna be dead, killed by either one of their many ops, or Kane's gonna be forced to kill him. Kane may end up in prison, set up by Effie, or the police finally get to nab something on him, or Tariq could pull a ghost and Kane and move. Kane could end up in jail. I think Monet would be fine. I think Monet would be going somewhere trying to be out of the game. I think she'll leave Diana to do whatever she want to do. Diana is going to have to figure out what she want to do and who she want to be completely by the end of the season, right? Because even though she linked up with her family, she had to do that because her objective is getting rid of Tariq so her and Drew could be safe. But Diana still wants to be in school. She doesn't even want to be in Stansfield anymore. She wants to be a scholar. But the Tejadas have too many beef. Pause. The Tejadas have too much beef. So things may happen that will force Diana to have to be there for her family. Especially if Monet say, listen, I'm out of this. I don't want no parts. Diana may take it upon herself to feel like she has to be there for her brothers. But like I said, you got the Castillos, the Guaps, you got them other guys who used to run with Lorenzo. We don't know if Lorenzo got some family in the background who may want to do something to Monet. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? And the Russians to top it off, right? I don't think we ever gonna see the Russians be that badussy ever again. Something's gonna happen with that. It's just too much smoke and things have to happen in order to progress the plot along. And if you notice, after season 1, season 2 you had Zeke go. Season 3 you had Lorenzo go. When it's all said and done, more than likely, Kane or Drew will be dead by the end of season 4, by its finale. And I'm predicting that it's gonna be Drew. Kane got too much on the line. Yeah, he gonna make some more mistakes here and there. His biggest mistake is he underestimates how well Tariq will play chess with him. He underestimates how savage Braden's about to become, but he's not foolish like he used to be. Drew is straight up foolish. Foolish, like stupidity. Stupidity, you know what I'm saying? He got his family wrapped up in a whole war with the Russians that is not over. It's technically over, But all it takes is the right person to provide the right information, and it'll be back on. It'll be back on. Or they could have agreed to end the war with all intentions on still finishing Drew no matter what. That's the way things can go. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.